Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. Let's all bow down to Shri Mataji. Raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. We'll take Shri Ganesha mantra.
Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah.
Let's bring our right hand on the Mother Earth and left hand towards Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, kindly balance my left channel. Shri Mataji, kindly bless us with the qualities of Shri Ganesha. Shri Mataji, kindly enlighten our Ida Nadi. Now let's bring our right hand on the lap and left hand towards the sky. Shri Mataji, you are Shri Hanumana. Mother, kindly bless us with the qualities of Shri Hanumana. Shri Mataji, please remove all the imbalances, all the negativities from our right channel. Shri Mataji, kindly enlighten our Pingla Nadi. Shri Mataji, kindly balance our right channel. Now we'll bring both our hands at the level of our heart. Shri Mataji, please establish us in the state of balance. Shri Mataji, please purify and enlighten our Sushumna Nadi. Shri Mataji, kindly establish us in the state of balance. We'll bring both our hands back on the lap. Let's take our attention on the top of our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly establish my self-realization. Shri Mataji, kindly allow us to feel your lotus feet on our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly bless us with a true state of meditation. In this meditative state, we will now hear Shri Mataji's speech.
So, what is the achievement of a woman? She has more people around her. Human power. She has more human beings around her. And what is the capacity of men? They have all the bills of the house to be paid. They have to pay for the insurance, the repairs of the car. Let them do the dirty jobs. Women receive all the love letters from the children, from the husband, from everyone. They are loved. They are cared for. Now, because they have become manly, they don't have all these advantages. Like formerly, if you are going in a bus, they would give a seat to a lady. Now, nobody does that. Once a lady was traveling, old lady, and there was one young fellow sitting there. I said, why don't you allow her to sit down? He said, why should I? She's also wearing a pant, I'm also wearing a pant. This old lady was wearing trousers. So he said, why should I give her seat? She's wearing a trouser, I'm wearing a trouser. What's the difference? So all that is our advantage and privilege we are losing by becoming men. And what do we gain? What do we gain? Actually, on the contrary, I think in modern days, women are much more slaves of men than they were before. They get very upset. Say there's a Sajogini. Now she's caught up very badly and she has certain problems. First thing she'll think about, oh God, now my husband will leave me, he'll take away my children, where will I do? She'll never think of Sajog. But I met one extraordinary woman. I must say, she was a real woman. She said, Mother, because I'm schizophrenic, I want to get out of Sahaja. I'll divorce my husband. I don't want to see my children. Sahaja is much more important than me, than my husband and my children. There's a woman, I said, she said, I am schizophrenic from childhood. I have discovered it now and it comes back again. But mostly women are worried about themselves. Oh God, I'll have to leave my husband. Means what they were doing was to sponge on the husband. I'll have to leave my children. What about leaving Sahaja? If you think Sahaja is the most important, you can get rid of your schizophrenia also. Why should God help you? You are just thinking like ordinary women about yourself, only worried about yourself. Not worried about Sahaja. Same with some men, but men are not so much frightened because they think they can stand on their legs. And women should also know now they are Sahajoginis, that they are Sahajoginis and mother is going to look after them. But if you are worried about yourself only, your husband, my house, my children, then you are a gone case. You are no more a woman now. It's not a sign of a good woman. A woman is that who loves all the children. Her loving capacity is great. But if she becomes miserly, if she becomes small-minded, then she is not a woman. I told you about my granddaughters. I asked them, what do you want to be? They were very small. So they said, we want to be a nurse or an air hostess. So I said, why? What is so great about these jobs? They said, grandmother, in these two jobs only you can feed people. There's no other job in which you can really feed others. The joy of feeding others is greater than writing files in the office. Absolutely, I tell you. It's a horrid job to write files in the office. It's better to do some nice cooking, thinking so many are going to eat and enjoy it, than to do this dirty job. But women have lost their heads. They are not level-headed now. Become stupid. Now in Germany you have to be very careful. In Austria you have to be very careful. Austrian women are great, but I would say German women. That you don't try to become men. First of all, the best way to stop it is not to talk too much. If you start talking like men, then all the bhoots will enter into you and start talking like men only. And then you will see how the men are controlled. We Indian women know how to control our men much better than you do. Why we don't have divorces? Why we don't have problems? We quarrel, all right, doesn't matter. But our men don't run after another woman. We don't dress up, so much. We don't go to hairdressers. We don't have this beauty aids, all that. So develop your self-respect. You are the Shakti. You are the power. If you make your men cabbages, what sort of children you will have? Cabbages only. Respect them. Make them men. Enjoy their manliness. Then they'll never give you up. There's no competition between the two. I find the main problem today in Germany is that the women have lost their senses. This is, I feel, absolutely about German women. Take to music, take to art. So much scope is there. Today, who is remembered? See, in here, who is remembered? A musician, Mozart. Everyone remembers Mozart. Even on a chocolate, you'll find a Mozart there. I don't know, poor thing, did he ever eat any chocolates or not? Or they will remember, see here, they have Michelangelo, or they'll have Leonardo da Vinci, or they'll have somebody like that. Nobody remembers who was the officer at that time, running with the file up and down. So women have something that they can be of eternal value, that they should develop. The greatest thing is that woman can love and love and love. But when she becomes selfish and self-centered, starts worrying about herself, there's no beauty in her love. Today I took it up special this thing because today you are worshipping me as Kartikeya. Kartikeya was the son of Parvati Uma. Who was just a mother of these two children, Ganesha and Kartikeya. And one day, the parents, Shankara and Parvati, both of them said, out of you two, the one who goes around the Mother Earth first time will get a special prize. So Kartikeya was the manly power. Absolutely. And he said, all right, I'll start on his own conveyance, which was a peacock. Ganesha said to himself, now look at me, I am a little boy. I am not like him, and my conveyance is a little mouse, how will I manage? But then he thought, my mother is higher than the whole universe. What is this Mother Earth? So this Kartikeya was out going round the Mother Earth. Shri Ganesha went round his mother 3 times. And he got the prize. Because of that motherly qualities, for him, she is the highest, even higher than Sadashiva. But surprisingly, that is what Sadashiva likes. That you respect your mother, the motherhood in you, the womanhood in you. Yatra narya pujjante tatra ramante devata. Where the women are respectable and respected, there the gods reside. Women are very important. Of course, I must blame the Western men also, the way they have ill-treated their women, have kept out of religion, have always put them down. I mean, India we had Muslims doing that, but they are even very sophisticated aggressors. And they did it very badly and they kept all of them down. But it doesn't matter. Still, forgive them and try to be women, very powerful. The powers of a woman are that of love, which are the powers of God. And that is to be used, than to use other argumentative, intellectualism, all nonsense. Don't waste your energy with that. I would like, especially the Sajoginis of Germany, to become more and more ladylike. It doesn't mean good cooking only, but in the attitude towards life. To think in a wider way, that the whole Sahaja Yoga depends on our love capacity. We have to be extremely loving, extremely kind, looking after Sahaja Yogis, giving them all the joy that is possible. Otherwise, in this country, they can become like vampires. So be very careful. And for men also, I would say, if there are women of that kind, you must respect them. You must give them all their privileges. Look after them. They look after children, but give them all the assistance, all the money that is needed by them. Do not ask for accounts and things. Let them manage it. At the most, you'll become bankrupt. As it is, you are. But first see what is their attitude towards Sahaja Yoga is. I have seen in the families where the women are in charge of the purse, always we get much more money for Sahaja Yoga work than from the houses where the men are in control. It's very surprising. When men are in control, they have to think of their car, they have to think of many big things. But when women are in control, they know how to save money, as I have shown you how I have saved money. Men can never save. They can never save money. Only the women can save, but if they have a larger interest. Otherwise, if they are self-indulgent, they will finish off all the money. By going into the shop to buy a shirt for a man, they will buy all saris for themselves. They can do like that. But if they have wider interest, if they have greater interest, they can use money so cleverly that they'll have always money to spend for others. What do I do? Whatever my husband gives me to run the house is quite a lot, I should say. But I stinge on things. I go to the main markets, get things from there, try to save money on that, save here, save on my clothes. First time I have given my sweaters for dry cleaning in a good shop. That's how a woman saves, and then she spends for a general good. Because that is her real satisfaction. If we develop that kind of a balanced view about our married life, about our social life, we'll be ideal people in this world. About school also, I have said it very clearly. Now, if you want to hear about it, I would request, have you got that pamphlet with you? Wanted to read it. Huh? No, you don't have. That's just like men. They themselves said they would like to read it here, you see. If you ask men to do the cooking, everything will be missing. So,
Srimataji, may I most respectfully ask you, is there any advantage at all in being a man?
without the man, woman cannot express herself. She cannot express. Because she is the potential. He is the kinetic. It's absolutely relative terminology. You cannot exist without a man. You cannot. Even if you have all the fragrance in the Mother Earth, unless and until you have the flowers, how will you know there is fragrance in Mother Earth? Men are most important, otherwise what will they do? All their energy will be all rotten. So if women are the Mother Earth, you are the flowers. Advantage what? You are the people who everybody sees you.
Running around like Kartikeya.
What can we do? You are like that. You cannot sit at home. You cannot, even in the train, if you are going, you'll find as soon as the train will start, all the men will get out of the train. They can't sit there. Like, I told my husband, what is this all the time you are running out of the house? Why can't you sit in the house for some time? You must sit. So he said, no, in our side, if any man sits in the house, is called as ghar ghusna, means who is all the time in the house, you see. And I said, what do they call to a man who always runs away from the house? Ghar bhagna, means the runner away, who runs away. There should be something in between. But that's manly, it's all right. But we can, with Sahaja Yoga, what we can do is to form a little balance between both the things. That is what Sahaja Yoga is, that it gives a balance. Then you start enjoying each other's company so much that even in the house you enjoy, outside also enjoy. So you can be together inside the house, also outside. The interests are the same, because the interest becomes the same. Like the flowers who fall on the Mother Earth, make the Mother Earth fragrant, and then we can say that Mother Earth is fragrant. As beautiful as that. All right. So for education, I have already given instructions. And I have already talked about it, that we are not to make a big ado out of this Maria Montessori and this and that. We are going to have Sahaja Yoga schools. All nonsense. Because I have seen those who are teaching in Maria Montessori style, the women have become horrible. I was amazed the amount of ego they have developed in themselves. So you become Sahaja Yoga teachers. And it's going to be a Sahaja Yoga school. In Sydney or in Melbourne, we started the school in Melbourne very nicely. And now they are going to have it in Sydney the same way. And openly it is a Sahaja Yoga school. There's no fear about it. Openly it's a Sahaja Yoga school, and then people have achieved so much out of it. Why should we take any garb like that? We should go all out to say it's a Sahaja Yoga school. So you, the teachers, also become experts in Sahaja Yoga, so that they have to be good Sahaja Yogis, Yoginis, or Sahaja Yogis. They should not be egoistical. There should be no ego in them. They should not be catching. Anybody who's catching is not a good teacher for Sahaja Yoga. It's not like in a Maria Montessori school that in the night the teacher drinks, smokes, and morning time she is a Maria Montessori teacher. Here you have to be a Sahaja Yogini first, and then only you can teach in a Sahaja Yoga school. You have to have that quality. That is very important, as it is important that we should get students who are realized souls or who can get realization. All right. So today's puja is specially for Kartikeya. Kartikeya represents the great, we can see the captain or the leader of all the ganas, of all the, like a commander-in-chief. Ganesha is the king, but he is the commander-in-chief. And because German character is to be in command of everything, we are going to have this puja where the men will be in command of their spirits and their manly qualities, and women will be in command of their womanly qualities. To be in command is different from to be a master. Master owns it. A commander does not own it. He does not own it. That is also lost. Possession is also lost. You just command it. And that is the state we have to come to now, from Ganesha state to the state of Kartikeya, the other way round. Ganesha is nice, he's the king, very nicely sitting down with all the powers. All right? Innocence is there. But Kartikeya is the one who commands innocence, gives you a power of that commandment. He commands. After the Guru Puja, it's better that we should have the power to command others. And that commanding spirit comes in the men through their talking, through their dynamism, through their personal achievements. For the women, through their loving power, through their forbearance, through their gracious behavior, forgiveness, compassion. So let us develop that today, that we can command it. Means it's not that what we have, but in a position we are to command. I hope you understand what is Kartikeya. May God bless you.
we will take the 3 Maha Mantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
We thank you, Shri Mataji, for this beautiful collective morning meditation. Let's all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. We'll join again tomorrow at the same time for the collective morning meditation. Jai Shri Mataji.